Do you often participate in Ukrainian community activities?
I often do. I have for many years, and I often do. And so, to me, the ones that I spend the most time participating in, frankly, are those that have to do with advancing causes in our community that I think are really important or that I'm passionate about. To your question, in terms of the events, very often anything to do with advocacy on a cause that's important to the Ukrainian Canadian community. That could be teaching, commemorating the Holodomor. That could be the work to build a monument, which I was very proud when I was a member of provincial parliament to help the team at the Ukrainian Canadian Congress Toronto branch who was trying to get that monument off the ground and eventually did. And I applaud them for the work that they did. But that Holodomor monument is in a prominent location. It does justice, I think, it honors the victims in a beautiful, beautiful way, and allows future generations of Ukrainians and other Canadians to commemorate those victims. Things like I said, when I was a member of provincial parliament working with Valentin Kureyev and a number of others that have done tremendous work in this building, we were able to ensure that the government of Ontario inserted or included the Holodomor in the educational curriculum so that every young person in Ontario can now learn about the Holodomor. I think that's so, so important, and of all the things that I've worked on, that's one of the things I'm most proud of. And it was a team effort led by Valentin Kureyev and many others. But
is there anything else that we haven't mentioned that you feel is important to touch or talk about?
I think there's a lot that we can and should be proud of as Ukrainian Canadians. And I think that if we, not just because we live in Canada and we live in a great country, but because we have a wonderful and rich heritage, one that is really worth celebrating. But also, I think I would argue that we owe it to our parents or grandparents or great-grandparents who sacrificed so much for us to be here, who worked so hard, who in many cases suffered tremendous hardships, that we honor their memory by remembering, knowing their history, knowing their language, and celebrating what there is to celebrate, and there's a lot to celebrate. And also that we do what we can to help support a free, independent, and prosperous Ukraine. I think that is something we're in a privileged position living here in Canada, having the freedoms that we enjoy, having access to government that we have, having the influence, frankly, that we have in Canada or over the leadership of this country. And I think it's important that we that Canada does its part in supporting Ukraine. And the other thing I'll say that on a separate point is that I think that Ukraine has had a difficult history, a tragic history in many, many ways. And my personal connection to that is what my grandparents and my mother and my uncle lived through in trying to come to Canada post-World War II and what they witnessed and experienced. But also, my grandmother's experience as a Svedok of the Holodomor,